it going, everybody? This is Matt with AirMart. Just wanted to show you a few features of this nice Garmin GNX375 here at this Diamond that we have listed, number 559er Delta Sierra. It's a WAS GPS unit with a built-in ADS-B transponder with a moving map, weather displayed. It has Bluetooth connectivity with your iPad, and I'll show you that here in just a bit. I've got the connects set up to my iPad so that any traffic, weather, etc. is going to show up in my ForeFlight app. And you can actually also do a flight plan from your iPad to the panel or from the panel to the iPad. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to go to flight plan, and we'll just put in Lex. Go up to 27 Kilo, Georgetown, Kentucky. And I'm going to put that there. My course comes up here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and push this button here, and I'm going to say, would I like to send to the panel or load from the panel? In this case, I've done it on the iPad first. I'm going to send to the panel, and we'll go up here. A message is flashing. One new imported flight plan available for preview. Let's preview that. Lexington to Georgetown, and we'll just say activate. Replace current active route. Okay, so there we are. Lexington to Georgetown is in the flight plan section of the unit. If you're familiar with any of the GTN series, the 650, 750 from Garmin, this will be very familiar to you. Lots of the same features, the map button, traffic, terrain, flight plan, procedures, all those are pretty much the same as you would see on a GTN series unit. I'm awaiting my instructions, and once I do get the transponder code, I'm just going to push this button, and that will allow me to put the transponder.
Delta Sierra, maintain VFR out of below 3000, departure frequency 120.75, squawk 4214.
Transponder is clearly visible there on the home page, about right there. If I wanted to push that again and squawk VFR, I've got that button there. I can change the mode here. I can ident there, so it's very, very user-friendly. As you can see with the unit, the 375 is a nice bright display. I know there's a little strobing going on with the camera, but it's nice and bright in periods of bright sunshine, easy to see. So we're cruising here at 3,000 feet over the Kentucky countryside.
Diamond 9 turn right direct Georgetown.
Right direct Georgetown, 9 0. So we give it a right direct Georgetown. So what to do, if you're familiar with the other units, we're going to push the direct to button. And if our flight plan already has a destination in there, I'm just going to activate that again. My needle centers, and on the autopilot, I'm going to push the nav button. Another nice feature with this 375 is that it can be
Delta Sierra, Lexington departure, radar contact.
It can be used with, you know,
we are 2,200
legacy CDIs or HSIs. In this case, I've got this Bendix King HSI, and it can be connected to those, as well as with Garmin G500s and other more modern
Army 257,
navigation displays, especially
radar
Garmin.
Contact 3 miles southwest of the Frankfurt Airport and say altitude.
So again, this is an ADS-B unit.
Army 00257, contact.
And I
turn right direct New Hope.
Go ahead and look at some of the
132.07.
features of that. So the FISB weather, for instance, you can go to that and then go to menu to put in which products we want. Let's say we want to do the METARs. Today there's not going to be any kind of precipitation anywhere nearby. So we got METAR selected. Go back to our map. Now I have the little METAR flags for all the surrounding airports. Now again, I've recentered my needle, so if I go back to my iPad, it's asking me, do I want to load the route from the panel to the iPad? And yes, I do, because it's a recentered course. So I'm going to go ahead and say load route.
License departure, Diamond 387.
And there we go. That, from wherever I recenter that needle back here,
Diamond 387,
it drew a new course. So I'm going to go ahead and load a procedure up. I'm going to go to the procedure button. I'm going to say approach, because I've already got Georgetown as my destination. Approach here, and then the RNAV 21 Zulu at Georgetown, which is an LPV. I've got that. I want to go to a transition. I want to go to EPSOC, which is kind of northwest of here. And I'm going to go ahead and activate that. And without me doing anything, the approach loaded on my iPad as well. It's got a little CDI down here, and you can use that as well just for situational awareness. Not only do you have a nice moving map there to show your position in relation to all the waypoints, but you have a CDI there as well to show situational awareness. So that's very nice. Those are the main features of the GNX375 transponder. I mean, it's ADS-B compliant, it's a WAS unit, you can fly approaches to thousands of airports with LPV approaches. As you can see, this Diamond is well equipped with the autopilot, the CAP 140 autopilot with altitude hold and glide slope coupling, and 2 nice nav comms to go along with the 375. The moving map, the weather, the ability to fly the LPV approaches, really it's a nice unit. Compatible with, again, the older CDI type indicators, and slides in there to the panel for a nice, easy to use unit. Again, if you're familiar with the GTN series of Garmin, you'll feel right at home with this one. Nice addition to any panel. Thanks for watching, hope you guys have a great day.